Put it that way.
How's your relationship with Joe Rogan? Like, is that
brother from a much older Italian mother?
How'd you guys meet?
He was a commentator for the UFC. He moved to Denver when I was living in Denver, and then him and Brian were really close. Brian and Rogan have known each other for like 30 years, 35 years. So when I first moved to LA, we would go to dinners, and me and Rogan lived close to each other. So Brian, Rogan, some other guys, we'd always go to dinners, and I kept making him laugh. And then Rogan had me on his podcast, and I've been on his podcast over it's like 90 times now. The most.
You're the most
ever,
90 times?
Yeah, 90 times.
That's a huge compliment, bro.
Yeah,
because he's not going to put you on, and if you're even taking away his smidget, but you must be adding to be his number one guest.
Yeah, he's my boy. So then we would keep going to dinners, make him laugh, and then he was like, "You need to do stand up, man." And I was like, "Oh, say less." They didn't know that in my heart I always wanted to do it. And he's like, "Yeah, do stand up, get an act together. You're fucking funny, man." He's like, "I'm around professional, funny people all the time. You're funny." I was like, "You think?" He's like, "Yes, do fucking stand up." And then I just kept going.
You have a good friend group.
That's amazing.
Great supporting group.
It's awesome to see people that are very successful wanting to make other people successful. It's very weird because this industry does have a lot of people that are like, no, it's me, not you.
Rogan started that. So that's the culture I came up in. That's why I pay it forward, because Rogan started that with, he'd bring Tom Segura. You look at the people he's brought on the road and made their careers, like Tom Segura opened up for Rogan, Joey Diaz,
oh wow,
Tony Hinchcliffe, monsters, dude. So he would always put these guys on and have them on his shows, and he was like, "What's good for you is good for me," and he just built this supportive community, which in comedy it's never been done before.
Never.
Now that he left,
very
LA,
cutthroat
now
industry.
he left LA, it's back to the old days.
Really?
Oh, it's crab mentality now. Yeah.
No, that's great. And it's probably why he's so successful, because he's
Correct.
lifting everybody up around him, and so he's getting that
Correct.
blessing
and
back.
he's doing it in Austin. His club opens, I think, next week, and he's gonna be doing the same thing out there.
So he does stand up still.
Rogan?
Yeah.
Oh, big time, dude. Yeah, like arenas. Yeah, he does stand
what
up.
What a career, bro.
He does more stand up. He does more stand up. He does more stand up than anybody you know. Like, name a comic. He does more spots than anybody you know.
Really?
He's in Austin, 5 nights a week if he's not on the road. Like, he constantly does stand up.
I would love to go watch him live.
Monster. Yeah, go to Austin.
Does he have, he doesn't have a special, though.
He has like 9 specials, dude.
Joe Rogan has 9 specials?
I think he has 3 on Netflix right now.
When did he?
He's been doing stand-up for 30 years, by the way.
Wait, when was his last special, though?
2 years ago, probably? 3 years ago?
Okay.
Called Strange Times.
So I didn't watch anybody, really, until I started getting to stand-up, and then I'm like, oh, I'm going to start, observing.
No, but you're not like a lot of people, especially now, he got so big doing the podcast and, CNN going for him. So a lot of people are like, oh, he's just a podcaster. He's just a UFC analyst.
No, I just see him as Joe Rogan, bro. I think he has his own brand.
He's comic first. He's a comic through and through.
All right, if you guys liked that clip, go ahead and hit that link in my description and watch the full podcast. You will not regret it. Thanks for your support. Love you.